In addition to what has already been said, I want to highlight the fact that what is at stake here is the fidelity of the Catholic School Board to Catholic teaching, which we hold to be based on revelation from God. The statements that have been made about morality of homosexual acts is nothing more than mirroring of Catholic teachings found in the Catechism of the Catholic Church. Paragraph 2357 of the Catechism is quite clear on the matter, and I would like to quote the relevant section. Quote, homosexuality refers to relations between men or between women who experience an exclusive or predominant sexual attraction towards persons of the same sex. It has taken a great variety of forms throughout the centuries and different cultures. Its psychological genesis remains largely unexplained, basing itself on sacred scripture, which presents homosexual acts as acts of grave depravity.
Point of order. One second. One second. Trustee Di Pasquale, go ahead. Point of order. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just thinking, I believe that the delegates' comments are treading in dangerous waters, perhaps, you know, putting down a marginalized and vulnerable community at our board.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Order, Mr. Chair.
1 second. I have to deal with one first. You're probably. I think you're right, and I must warn the delegate that that some of the language I feel is not proper, and I think so do some trustees. So let's. What point of order, Trustee Crawford?
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. The delegate is quoting from the Catechism of the Catholic Church.
Okay.
Let that sink in, please.
Okay.
Before you make your ruling, I would appreciate that.
Yeah. I didn't make a ruling, but I did agree with the previous speaker. Thank you.
Mr. Chair.
Trustee Rizzo, your hand, please, if you want to speak.
I don't want to speak. I want a point of order.
Oh, point of order. Well, it's the same thing. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I want to make sure that it is understood.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mr. Chair, anybody making a comment about anybody in our community in a public funding body is not acceptable in this forum. Has nothing to do with it.
Correct. Thank you. So I'm going to, the delegate has heard what some trustees have concerns. Would you like to continue and be aware of what was said, if you can?
Right. Well, all I will say is I will refrain from quoting the remainder of the Catechism, but it is paragraph 2357 for anybody who would like to see the text in full. I wanted to express the fact that it would be very difficult to castigate the words that have been used in the November 11 meeting without also indirectly castigating the words of the Catechism itself. Surely we would not ban the teaching of the Catechism simply because its statements do not reflect secular notions of gender identity and social justice. Because if we were to do that, then we would be defeating the very purpose of even having a Catholic school board. In order for our schools to be authentically Catholic, they would have to accurately mirror what the Catholic faith teaches.